Level 3.2, picking hand position for the acoustic guitar. Now, I'm a right-handed player, so if you're left-handed, you can just flip things around. Now, the main difference between my acoustic and electric players is the positioning of the picking hand. I have my electric players positioning their palm and pivoting off the bridge. And yes, we can do that also as acoustic players. This provides certain special effects. But here in the beginning, I want to go over the standard hand over the sound hole. And that's positioning the center of the hand halfway over the wood and halfway over the sound hole. Basically, you're positioning the center of your hand over this rosette here. And we're going to get a good balanced tone in that position. Now, if you remember your first guitar lesson, we talked about the importance of proper body alignment to the instrument. And providing we're holding the guitar properly and the pick properly, we should be set up for this. We're going by what nature has given us. And that has to do with lines and angles. With respect to lines, our natural position for the hand to be at its strongest is a straight line. So you don't want this, you don't want this. You just want to relax the hand. If you just let your hand drop, you're going to get a nice straight line all the way down through the hand. That's where you're the most comfortable. So we want to preserve that line. So you would want to draw a line from here all the way down to here. If you do that, you will be splitting the guitar in a straight line at about 45 degrees. And so with your forearm over the lip of the guitar, you want to be able to position your hand halfway over the sound hole in wood and preserve that angle. It doesn't have to be perfectly 45, but you don't want this. You don't want to be too extreme in this direction or this direction. Just something like that. And so you can see the straight line from the top of the forearm, not the bicep, but the forearm, all the way down to the base of the thumb, into the tip of the thumb. It's all one straight line. Even the pick, if you're holding it properly, is running a diagonal to the strings. Now, if you look from the side, you can see the other main difference between my acoustic and electric players. And that has to do with the height of the hand over the strings. With my electric players, I have them resting their palm on the bridge, so they're making contact with the strings. But we are going to float our hand about a ½ inch over the strings. So the best way to do this is to make contact with the strings and then just lightly raise from there. And you'll see that my thumb is running parallel to the strings. We're not doing this, we're not doing this, but if we make contact with the strings and then lightly lift, that causes you to hover over those strings parallel to the plane of the guitar. And finally, the pick attack. And if you notice, I'm moving from the wrist, not the elbow. We'll use the elbow for strumming, but we use the wrist for the pick because there's less rotational mass. It's much quicker. Now, providing you're in proper alignment, the pick should also run 45 degrees to the string, just like this. I'm going to hold it wrong on purpose. And you'll see how the front of the pick performs the downstroke, while the back end of the pick performs the upstroke. You don't want this. That's 2 points of contact there. You want to turn it this way so that you have 1 point of contact in both directions. Our first exercise will require us to cross from one string to the next. We call it string crossing. And so to do this, we need to follow this technique. We need to pull the elbow up and bring the entire hand while preserving the angles we talked about. You don't want to move from the wrist to find the string because we end up interfering with those angles. See how the pick is changing on us? That's inconsistent. So what we do is we just bring the elbow up slightly and the hand will just move along that line. We're not moving this way. We're not moving this way. We're just pulling it up so we can keep half the hand over the sound hole and half of it over the wood as we cross from string to string. And the result is a consistent angle of attack and sound across all the strings. It will feel the same on the bottom E string as it does on the top E string. You're not going to have this and then this and something in between on the way up or down. That consistent angle of attack will allow for greater accuracy and sound consistency. In our first exercise, we are going to perform 8 notes per string. And so on. So we're going to do that all the way up and all the way back down. And you can do this for as long as you need to. Before you get started, first, make sure that your rhythm is consistent. So counting out loud can help. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It was a steady beat. You don't want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want to keep it nice and steady like a clock. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you can use a metronome if that helps. But just keeping a steady count for now is good. And go slow if that helps. Also, we want our sound consistent. And that has first to do with dynamics. So you want equal volume on the downstroke as the upstroke. So you don't want a loud downstroke and a soft upstroke. You want to keep it consistent. And also the attack. So your downstroke will be the same distance as your upstroke. You don't want a long downstroke and then a short upstroke. That's going to throw you off balance. And also try to keep the pick as close to the strings through the entire exercise. So the closer you can stay to the string, the better off you are. To demonstrate, I'm going to perform the exercise with you. And if this is too fast, you can slow me down on the media player. I'll give an 8 count and we'll begin. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.